And we're back. Liberals are trying to convince you that the Secret Service participated in a fake shooting. Never let them call us conspiracy theorists again. I don't want to hear that bullshit no more after this. Y'all some fucking dorks. Y'all total clowns. No statement from Biden yet? They got a video of the dude dead on top of the roof. Shot him dead. We are. Told Junie to get in this Discord. Quit running. Quit hiding. Quit fucking hiding. Answer for this. You've been pushing this rhetoric for years. You got to answer for this one. I told you, the rhetoric, the lies, everything's going to catch up with them this year. They fucked up. You can't act like this for 8 straight years. And now you're trying to kill the guy? You're fucking up. You need to calm down. Remember a few years ago, me and Junie debated, and I said, dude, you just need to calm the fuck down. All this is only going to help Trump. All this weird behavior you're participating in. All this unhinged madness is only going to help Trump. They don't listen. And they get more unhinged by the day. You're only helping them. So I guess keep helping the guy. I mean, fuck. Now, where the fuck is that shit? Ain't no fucking telling. Here, Marshall, get up. Get up. I'll be back. Man, what the fuck? Come on, y'all, get out of my way. Move. Get the fuck out the way. Oh, here it is. I mean, where are these cowards?
I can't believe George W. Bush speaks before Biden. Absolutely insane.
We heard for years, for fucking years, oh, nothing will happen to Trump, nothing will happen, or how many fucking years did we fucking hear that only a Trump supporter would do that, and now that it's on the other foot, they want to fucking, oh, it's just a BB gun, oh, it's not that serious, oh, only Trump got wounded? If there were 2 shooters, here's my question. Who set this up? You got Biden saying on the 8th of July, oh, it's time for debate is over, we're going to put him in the bullseye. And then 4 days later, this happens? Think about that shit for a minute.
So they said Trump only got hit, but one of the people in the crowd got shot dead. This is why you need to wait and see what's going on before you get on Twitter and start spewing your fucking mouth off with these crazy ass theories. You ain't learned nothing yet. Oh, only he got hit. Only he got hit. It's a setup. It's a... No, motherfucker.
Yeah, I hear them fucking saying that. Like, oh, only Trump got shot, so it's set up by his Secret Service so he can get publicity. Like, I see that shit.
Do they really think that Secret Service is going to go for that kind of shit? Are they that retarded?
The Secret Service is going to participate in that.
Anything with Trump, dude, it's a fucking conspiracy. The Russiagate, oh, that's a conspiracy, but, you know, they want to make fun of people who thought the COVID fucking thing was, the COVID vaccine was a conspiracy, which it actually turned out that, yeah, you didn't need that shit. And if there were 2 shooters, here's my question. If there were 2 fucking shooters, how'd they get through the security?
Well, one of them was on top of a building shooting.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I get the on top of
the other guy that died in the crowd was a guy, just a random guy that got shot, got caught in a crossfire.
Well, the Techie said 2 shooters confirmed. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah,
about
Techie heard that from Joy Reid. Techie's watching The View right now. You can't take him serious.
It's fucking insane, dude. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Trump won the election after today. It's done. People are already saying this is the modern day JFK. Like, you gotta understand, Trump came out and said he's against the FBI, he's against the deep state, he's against all these fucking things, and they try to kill him. That's what it seems like. We don't know. But what I'm saying is that's what it fucking seems like. They tried to kill that motherfucker.
But they failed.
Yeah, but here's my thing, Par. I want to know your honest opinion, and without the troll shit aside. If this was Joe Biden, what would you be saying right now?
I would probably be saying the same things you guys
He'd
are.
probably be happy, quite frankly, because we'd have a new candidate.
Well, it would just be Kamala who would lose. But
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. You're fucked either way.
I think everyone's going to feel sorry for this man now and whatever.
Well, it's not even about feeling sorry for him. You got to understand this from a political perspective, a normal person's perspective. See, I don't feel sympathy for Trump in this situation because this is what he signed up for. All right, he was a former world leader. This just comes with the fucking job. But what nobody expects is to be doing a rally, and then the next thing you know, you're getting shot at by some lunatic.
Right.
Everything aside, what I don't understand is
No statement from Biden still.
no statement from Biden.
What's he supposed to say? I mean, what do you even want him to say?
If this was Trump,
He's the president, you idiot.
Oh, I feel so. Oh, poor Trump.
He's supposed to act like the fucking president.
right now, I denounce the shooter, and I do not stand for that. This emboldens Trump, and this emboldens his perspective. That's what Biden needs. In a press conference saying the time for debate is over. It's time to put the bullseye on Trump. I'm not saying this is
Calling my phone like that.
But you gotta understand, people are gonna. I'm not saying. Did you not hear me? I'm not saying that's. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying people are going to take that statement for Biden and apply it to this fucking thing that happened. So,
Obama just came out with a statement.
Like here's the thing: no statement from Biden, but you got a statement from Bush and Obama.
That's Obama. Look, that's
Obama
fine.
just posted something. Obama.
Before Biden. Dude, my thing is this secured Trump's re-election.
Probably because people are stupid.
It's not even because people are stupid. This is a precedent that has been set. You've had Democrats calling for months for Trump's assassination, and now that it has happened unsuccessfully, people are going to vote Trump in November just because of the fucking fact that people can go back in history and look at JFK and look at the things JFK said before he was assassinated, and then look at the things Trump said with his failed assassination. So you have this fucking paradox in this prerogative shift where people are going to vote Trump just because he had an assassination.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
But he's not going to. I mean, I'm assuming he will in the future. I'm assured he will. But right now, 4 hours after the fucking thing happened, no statement. It does not take that long for a statement to happen. He's asleep.
4 hours already?
Yeah, he's asleep.
Fuck yeah, it has.
I mean, not 4 hours, fucking 2 or 3.
Like 8 o'clock.
My bad. Sorry. But, you know.
I just think no matter what he says, y'all, no one's going to be happy.
What the fuck are we supposed to be happy about? That's my question.
Yeah, but you're kind of blaming Biden a little bit. Does this go back to what Biden said?
Oh, I am.
Okay.
I am 100%.
I already explained.
And I'm blaming you, too. You got blood on your hands, too. All you motherfuckers are violent lunatics. And I'm telling you right now, you keep pushing this, these rednecks are going to take care of you boys. I'm warning you. You better cut it the fuck out. Because these boys ain't going to play with you, Par. They're going to fuck you up.
Yeah, they lost the war. What they going to do?
It ain't 1800 or whatever the fuck. I'm telling you right now.
I'm just saying, this sets a fucking precedent. And, you know, here's the thing. You don't see anybody doing this shit to Biden. You only see it happening to Trump.
That Project 2025.
The political persecution, and now this. And then you had Biden's statement on the 8th, even though that isn't related, and I'm not connecting Biden with this at all.
No,
I already said that earlier, like 20 fucking minutes ago.
He called a hit, and it happened.
It's a statement, dude. And you know, here's the thing. Everybody wants to pretend JFK's assassination was Oswald Harvey, whatever. From what I've researched, fucking, who was that president that took after JFK? The fucking one dude. I forgot his fucking name. Lyndon Johnson. He was smiling. Yeah. He was smiling in the fucking photograph after JFK was shot, with his fucking wife in the background. Not Lyndon B. Johnson's wife, but JFK's wife. You can see the smile. They set that shit up, and then it later came out from not officially declassified, but they extended it, and when you could view it was like fucking 2020. The declassified report, Lyndon B. Johnson set that shit up with the CIA because JFK was going to defund the CIA and the FBI. And Trump comes out and says he's going to fucking do everything with the FBI and the CIA and everything. And now this shit happens?
Nicki Minaj posted before Trump.
It's a pattern.
I mean Biden. Nicki Minaj posted before Biden.
It's a fucking pattern, dude. Like, you know, pattern recognition. Like, this shit happened in the 60s, and it's happening again 60 years later.
It was probably just some lunatic. It was just some lunatic. Don't come up with extravagant.
It was a false flag event.
Nah,
you know what?
We're not going to play that game. We're not going to play that game because
it was a BB gun. First it was a BB gun.
Like a BB gun.
If this was Trump, if Trump would have said...
I've been shot by a BB gun. You know what a BB gun does?
If Trump would have said put Biden in a bullseye, you'd blame Trump. Now get the fuck off. If Trump would have said that, they'd be blaming Trump. We got to stop doing this. We've got to get down on their level. Get down on their level.
It leaves bruises.
Par, you are a violent, dangerous man, and you should be put in a fucking prison. You should.
You're ridiculous.
Hey, I'm acting the way you acted for 4 years. You acted this way the whole Trump administration. And now you want to downplay assassination attempts?
I'm not downplaying it.
You are downplaying it. Yes, you are. Because deep down, you want that motherfucker to die. You want that motherfucker to die. Do you understand if they kill Trump that you are going to have to fight a civil war?
It doesn't matter if the bullet grazed him. It still fucking happened. You don't understand, Par, from a fucking intellectual perspective.
Par, you ain't cut out for no civil war, Par.
Country.
You ain't cut out for that. You need to stop.
You understand the last time a president was assassinated was in 1960? JFK. It's how many years has it been since 1960, Part?
60, and it was 1963.
60 years. I'm talking about patterns here. There's a fucking pattern. You're talking about 60 years after JFK was assassinated, now there's another assassination attempt? No. This shit was planned. Whoever planned it, we're not gonna know. But if you understand this from a fucking pattern recognition standpoint, Biden on the 8th of July said, I'm done with debates, it's time to put the bullseye on Trump. 4 days later, this shit happens.
That's not related, dude.
It is related, because he said it.
Not.
He said it 4 days earlier. Explain it.
It doesn't matter. He didn't mean... No. And if some lunatic took those words literally and did this, that's not his fault either.
So let's revert this and put it in hyperbole. If a Trump supporter did that, what would you say? Would you hold the same opinion? Because I don't think so.
If it was the same scenario where, like, Trump said something like that and some Biden supporter shot him? Or wait, what are you asking?
I'm saying reverse this situation. If this was Joe Biden during a rally and this shit happened, and it was confirmed to be a Trump supporter like it is confirmed to be a Biden supporter who went on his Twitter page 2 weeks before this shit happened and said justice will be coming. You can read it on the fucking headlines from CNN, MSNBC.
I wouldn't blame Trump for it.
Yes, you would.
I would not.
How can we know that, though? That's
Well,
why that's why hyperboles don't work. But
Biden just released something, but it was the White House that...
Biden's asleep.
You know, here's my thing. Regardless of the situation, Trump gets a massive boost in the polls from this. There's no fucking other way. You cannot defend this. You cannot defend this. You cannot fucking say this was a weirdo or whatever, because people have been saying Trump needs to be taken care of for years.
Nah, dude. If you change your vote from Biden to Trump because of this, you're a clown.
I voted for Trump. I voted for Trump in 2020.
How so,
I voted for Trump in 2016.
How so?
Read the statement.
Okay, good for you. I'm talking about people who were going to vote Biden, but now because Trump was shot or whatever.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Hold on.
People who were going to vote for Biden after this shit happened. You know what I've heard?
Biden just tweeted.
I've heard. Well, Trump seems to be being prosecuted by every branch of the fucking law.
Can y'all hear that?
I'm looking at his Twitter. Biden did not tweet.
What the fuck? He's just right here.
I'm looking at Joe Biden's Twitter. It is not there.
Right there. POTUS one, you goof.
Oh, the
Yes,
POTUS.
the Twitter.
I don't care about the POTUS. There, he said the right thing. There we go. So, it was a crazy guy. Trump's lucky.
But Joe Biden's rhetoric led to this. The rhetoric to the Democratic Party led to this. And we're not going to just ignore it. You all are going to have to take accountability for your...
Just because one guy did something. I think someone has wanted to kill every president that we've ever had.
Wait a minute. Where's this logic and reason when there's any type of other shooting? We all have to give our guns up and all this.
Yeah, you blame every single fucking Republican gunner.
Yeah, now when it's some liberal tries to kill Trump, it ain't got nothing to do with the rest of you. How's that work? How's that work?
The guns away now.
Well, then make that argument. Don't go, oh, this was called
Biden. I got tons of arguments I could use against you.
People have made that fucking argument part for fucking years, and y'all just ignore it and act like it doesn't fucking
I got about
exist.
50 different arguments I can use against you on this.
Like, here's the thing about gun control. who benefits from gun control, Bar? Because from the statistics I've seen, the only people who benefit from gun control are criminals. People who don't follow the law anyway. Here's the thing that doesn't make sense about gun control. Why the fuck is a criminal who's already committing crimes and doing illegal shit gonna follow the fucking law all of a sudden? Why is a criminal gonna go, oh yeah, I'm gonna go turn my gun in? They're not. The only people who benefit from gun control are criminals. Because then they know that the people who don't have guns are defenseless and they can go up in their fucking house and steal their shit and take what they want. Like, do you not understand that during the Soviet Revolution, where I'm talking about pre-Germany, pre-1930s to 40s Germany, the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia, where they killed 1 million Christians, and you want to know how they killed 1 million Christians in under 2 years? They took their guns. The only people who benefit from guns being taken are people who want to kill you. And then people want to tout shit about gun control, about, oh, well, there's no less deaths per capita. Well, yeah, of course, but they're looking at gun deaths. They're not looking at knife deaths or suicide or murder. They're not looking at that. You can go look up Japan. Yeah, they have the lowest gun crime death in the world. In Japan, you go look at their knife statistics. Thousands of people in Japan are killed a month with knives. People have a gun control debate because
you lose.
I agree with you, dude. I kind of agree with you. I don't want guns. That's not the point of this. I don't want it to be derailed to that. Well, here's my thing, dude. Gun control is going to get brought up anyway because the presidential it will. A presidential candidate was almost assassinated. Gun control is going to be brought up.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Biden literally tweeted it literally about an hour or two ago about gun control. So the narrative's going to be there.
I don't think so. From a bottom line perspective here, anyway, Trump benefits from this anyway, regardless. Good or bad, he benefits from this because now he can fucking say, this is where the liberals fucked up. Because if it's true that this was a Biden supporter, which everything I've looked up on Twitter that's came out on Twitter, because news sites are fucking slow, X and Twitter are the fastest fucking things right now. Everything I've seen on Twitter from the left and the right, I don't just get from right opinions. From the left and the right, everyone is saying this is a Biden supporter who did this. And it is documented on previous tweets from 2 weeks ago that he said justice was coming and he was going to do something about Donald Trump. Now, if that's related, I don't know. If that's true, I don't know. Shit hasn't come out. This just happened like 2 hours ago.
Okay, well, something now just came out. Trump was actually not injured from a bullet grazing his ear. It was when the glass broke. The bullet hit the teleprompter and the glass broke.
Oh.
A piece of glass in his ear.
Oh, that makes it okay, Var.
Someone still shot at him.
That makes it okay, huh, Var?
With this whole bullet hitting him, a bullet never touched him. So
someone still shot at him.
Yeah.
You're trying real hard to.
You're not understanding. If that bullet hit Trump, what the fuck do you think the conversation would be right now? If Trump got shot right now, and died, if Trump got assassinated, what the fuck do you think the conversation across the country would be?
Look what his congressman just tweeted.
I'm not sure what the conversation would be. Not guns like you think it would be.
I don't think it would be guns. I think if Donald Trump was assassinated, I think people would really fucking rally behind that. And regardless of the political outcome in November, shit would go down.
I don't know what.
You gotta understand, a lot of people in November, it is literally a life or death decision with the vote. If you vote for Biden, it's World War III. If you vote for Trump, there's a possibility that World War III won't happen.
I disagree with that, but whatever.
What the fuck would you want to do in the circumstance you had children, you had, family? I don't view this as, I'm just a man. No, I have kids. So here's my thing. I don't want them to die in a nuclear war because Joe Biden can't fucking negotiate a peace deal between Ukraine and Russia. That's not my fucking job to do. That is Joe Biden's job, and he is incapable of doing that job.
Look at this. Look at Junie. Junie has just started to justify what just happened. He's now justifying it after
Alex Jones just tweeted.
he immediately denounced it, but here he goes justifying it.
Junie's gonna justify it because it happened to his worst enemy.
He said,
I don't understand.
He said maybe this is a good time for Trump to stop all the hateful rhetoric. They just tried to kill Trump, and Junie is justifying it. That's his way of saying, well, Trump brought it on himself.
What would you guys say in response to the claims of it being staged, though?
Oh yeah, totally staged. The Secret Service is gonna totally go along with it, right?
Well, they wouldn't be in on it, obviously.
So they killed a man in the crowd just to stage this?
Yeah, they just killed someone.
They killed 3 people.
Okay, I don't think it's staged.
People gave their lives for this.
Oh, we didn't say it was. We're mocking the fucking people who are saying it is. We're not mocking.
Watch the Alex Jones video.
That's the biggest thing I don't understand is now that it came out that the shooter is dead, why the fuck is that staged? Why do people think that's staged?
Suicide mission.
And you gotta also come at this from the perspective of they mocked people who thought Sandy Hook was staged.
Wow.
So if the people who thought Sandy Hook was staged are bad, aren't the people who think that this is staged are bad? Just going upon principle?
Well, yeah. Yeah, but you disagree with the initial principle of people
I can disagree with the principle. I can disagree with the principle, but if people still apply it, it should still be applied to everybody.
No. It should be a case-by-case basis.
So you're saying that Alex Jones, when he said Sandy Hook was staged,
was worse than someone saying
was worse than someone
Yeah.
saying Trump's assassination.
Watch the new Alex Jones video.
Absolutely. It's 100% worse. I don't even think it's close.
Oh my God.
Man, y'all ain't ready to lose this election. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all are going to do some real fucked up shit when y'all lose this one.
Maybe we need Project 2025.
Like attack the Capitol building and try to stage a coup d'etat.
Here's what's gonna happen.
Well, that's not what happened, but it's funny you say that because you all are going to do far worse than January 6th. When you all get done, when Trump wins and you all get done, January 6th won't even be talked about anymore because you all will do something so terrible. You just tried to kill Trump. You just tried to kill him.
Some random psycho did.
No, you did. You motherfucker. You. Everybody can hear it in your voice. You don't care. So.
Okay.
You're just like Junie. You all don't give a fuck.
I don't think Trump's going to win, and here's why. They've already imported millions of illegals, gave them Social Security cards, and have blocked voter ID in the Senate and the House. What do you think all them fucking illegals with Social Security cards are going to do in November? They're going to vote. And who are they going to vote for?
Based on the 270, he just needs one of those 3 Rust Belt states. That's all he needs.
He's going to fucking vote. They're all going to
He just needs one of the 3.
They're all going to fucking vote for Joe Biden come November. And in November, Russia and China are going to announce full-scale war against the United States.
No, they're not.
Yes, they fucking will. Watch. Because you want
It's a nuclear war.
Yeah, Mark, they don't give a fuck. That's the problem. They don't give a fuck.
They do. They don't want to die. They do. No country in the world. No country in the world wants to go to nuclear war. Not even North Korea.
People are worried about dying, right? Like they give a shit now. If they were really worried about dying,
bro, they don't want their nation to die. That's what
they're not worried about dying, and here's why. Because Putin and fucking the Chinese president have already came out and said in press releases that we're waiting on the regime change in the United States before we proceed with any of our fucking foreign policy fucking plans. Now that's not them. Yeah, that's not them fucking sitting there and saying, "Oh, we're not going to do anything." That's them sitting there and saying, "We're going to see what the United States does." And to me personally, with Putin already saying in a press release that if Trump wins in November, he will negotiate a peace deal with Ukraine and him in the United States, where they take the Crimean Peninsula, where the Black Sea connects to Russia, the Crimean Peninsula, where the Black Sea connects to Russia, and they're going to take that and withdraw all their forces from Ukraine. Now, I'm more inclined to believe that than I am that Russia's going to be defeated by NATO, and they're not just going to eventually steamroll Ukraine and then invade Poland because they're already at war with NATO. I'm more inclined to the peace deals than I am the fucking all-out war, let's defeat Putin. Because there's no defeating a nuclear power, there's just nuclear Armageddon. And I'd rather my children not grow up in fucking fallout, so to speak.
I don't think we're going to go to nuclear war, man. Not over that piece of shit country.
Well, you know what? They've already said between all the countries that if Russia pushes into Poland, then Article 5 of NATO will be fucking activated, and then it'll be full-out war. And what do you think they're going to do? They're going to wait for the war to fucking progress, or are they just going to launch all the nukes? What do you think Russia's going to do?
And they're saying Trump's going to the UFC fight tonight.
I think Ukraine is all they want.
Trump said, fuck these motherfuckers. It's over. He's going to win. This is over. What a mistake. What a boneheaded mistake.
Let them fucking have it. It's not our business.
You nerds have never been good at optics anyway, though.
That's my approach. I don't live in Ukraine. I feel bad for the people who live there, yes. But personally, it does not affect my day-to-day life. And as an American citizen, I should not be worried about what the fuck is going on in Ukraine. I should be worried about what's going on here.
If Putin just wants Ukraine, and that's all. He doesn't try to push into Poland. He doesn't try to push into whatever that country is above him. I forgot the name.
So going on your own logic, you should vote for Trump in November because Trump will let Putin have the Crimean Peninsula, which is what he wants, which connects Crimea.
Dude, I gotta reconnect
Russia,
my Discord. Stand by.
Black...
My shit is like glitched up. Okay.
Approach on one issue.
Okay, so what are the other issues that you're not going to vote for Trump about? Project 2025, which has already been debunked and been proven that Trump doesn't support it.
I already know Trump doesn't support Project 2025. I want Roe v. Wade to come back. I want...
So Roe v. Wade... Roe v. Wade should be left up to the states because as a constitutional republic of 50 states, we should let the states decide what their laws are.
Now, for every law ever?
Yes.
For every law.
Yes.
They should decide
That is
every
the
law.
fucking definition of a constitutional republic.
Including the Bill of Rights. So we should just get rid of the Bill of Rights because you're...
You know what? There's a different...
No.
America was founded upon the principle that there was a Bill of Rights. There was a Bill of Rights when America was founded. So to sit here and say that the Bill of Rights came after America was founded is not true. There was a Bill of Rights when the Constitution was founded, and all four founding fathers admitted and said that all men are created equal under God's fucking thing. I'm not going to get into the exact details, but they also said when the Constitution was fucking submitted to the British Parliament that the future generations would have to decide on who is equal or not. And we decided. We outlawed slavery, the first Western country to do so. Now, after that happened, you had all the other events in American history that happened. What I'm saying is upon the foundation of we being founded as 50 states united against the British Empire, which is what America was founded upon, I think every state should have a say. Now, I'm sorry, but if you live in a majority Christian state, and they choose to outlaw abortion.
I ain't talking right now.
If you live in a Christian state and they choose to outlaw abortion, you should accept that. And if you don't like it, you have the ability to move to another state. That's your freedom as an American citizen.
Biden's making a speech right now.
I get back to the.
Play it on here so I can hear it. I can't watch it. Play it over your mic, nerd. Why's my mic muted? Play it over the mic so I can hear it, nerd.
To the other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back for a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if we don't. I'm not able to get it if it's not convenient for you. The bottom line is, the Trump rally is a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in American life, that's just unheard of. It's inappropriate. Everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. So far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that they're thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, and I'm going back to my phone to speak with.
Techie, I don't need them to tell me it was an assassination attempt. I'm not a retard. I have eyes. What'd you think it was, Techie?
Very much, and I hope I get to speak to you tonight, and I'll get you back to the final. Okay?
Do you think it was an assassination?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make some comment. Any more comments? Thank you.
Man.
It's actually a great opportunity for Biden to tone the rhetoric down and look like a president.
He said, you missed the first part, but he said sick, which is have a investigation.
If he toned the rhetoric down and kind of held his side accountable for it, it would help him in the polls. It would earn him votes. If he would say things have gone too far, and that was his legacy, that he kind of, remember when he came in, he said, I'm going to heal the division, but he escalated it with his rhetoric. Liberals can't seem to understand this, all this, you're voting for a convicted felon, it's fake charges that you got. We're not stupid, so you're treating half the country like they're stupid, you're pushing this horse shit on them, everyone knows it's bullshit. And it's the only way you're able to sell Biden. He's a convicted felon. No, he's not. In your made-up head with your fake charges and your un-American behavior, nobody's buying that. Why would we vote for that? You spent fucking 4 years telling us that was un-American to put your fucking political opponents on trial. Then you turn around and do it? Trump never did it. That's the one part you're missing, and Trump was president for 4 years. He never did that to Hillary. So it doesn't matter that he said he was going to do it. He never did it. You actually did it.
I also didn't never see a fucking Trump supporter try to assassinate the political candidate.
Exactly. Once again, you've all set another precedent.
You know, I've only ever seen liberals sit there and accuse the other party, the other fucking, their opponents, quote unquote, of the shit they're doing. Like, you see it every fucking day. You see it every fucking day. How many liberals have been saying for months now that
You shouldn't be saying y'all.
someone needs to
Like,
take
y'all did this. Like, y'all did that.
Y'all is a fucking noun.
That's what you'd be saying about us. Nope. That's exactly what you'd be saying. Yes, you would. You blame you blame every gun owner for every shooting. Stop it.
Come on, dude. If this was Biden, there'd be fucking national debates on whether what should we do about guns.
Exactly. What should we do about these Trump supporters?
You know, you already got them fucking talking about putting Trump supporters in camps or re-education camps. You heard it for fucking 6 years when Hillary was running against Trump. And then you heard it for another 4 years.
You heard it about, don't forget COVID camps.
COVID camps. Yeah. We should take people's children and forcibly vaccinate them. Oh man, that sounds a lot like fucking Nazi Germany to me. Read a fucking history book. Weimar Germany, 1930s to 1940s. What were they doing to Jewish fucking camp people? Oh, experimenting on them, injecting them with fucking vaccines, experimenting on fucking serums. Come on.
God. I don't need the
It's
history
established
lesson, bro. Come on. We don't need the history lessons.
Why? Because it makes you uncomfortable because you can see the
No,
parallels
because
between your party and now.
it's false equivalencies.
It's not,
Some
though.
random crazy guy goes to some rally, somehow gets a gun through, which I have no... This is a Secret Service failure.
If this would have been a MAGA guy, though, doing it to a Democrat, you'd be blaming every one of us.
You don't think someone tries to bring a gun to every rally there
You'd
is?
be calling on me to denounce it. We all know. We've been here with you many times. We know how you'd act.
This was a security failure. It's point blank. It's not Democrats are responding to Joe Biden saying
This was Democrat rhetoric finally coming home to roost. The chickens have come home to roost, Bar.
If it was a security failure, then you technically agree with the fact and everything Republicans have been saying about putting metal detectors in schools, veterans, armed security in schools to prevent school shootings. Right?
You don't need arms. Well, there should be a competent...
No, there's a real easy solution to this. And it's going to start with people like you have got to stop telling everybody that Hitler's coming back. And we're going to lose all our freedom and all this horse shit.
Here's the thing about the whole Project 2025 narrative that I don't understand. Trump's already came out and denounced it. What the fuck is the problem?
No one's arguing Project 2025, dude. I know that. I know that Trump does not
see it
support
everywhere. I see it everywhere. It's the only thing I see.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I fucking see. I don't see any of Biden's policies being promoted. I just see, vote for Biden because Project 2025. And then you get into the fucking bare bones of what Project 2025 is, and all it is we're not going to let people kill babies at the 9-month term in the womb. I don't.
Oh, okay.
I support that. I don't necessarily think that you should kill a 9-month-old baby in the womb.
Secret Service sniped the fuck out of that guy, bro.
Period. Ever.
Considering that my girlfriend literally told me that she was dying on an operating table to choose the baby and not her, what's it say about a mother's love? At the end of the day,
The Secret Service ain't playing.
What's that say about a mother's love at the end of the day, Bar? That she's willing to choose her own life in favor of her baby.
That's a completely different situation.
Well, from all the women I've talked to, a majority of them choose that.
Choose themselves over the baby.
No, choose the baby over themselves, yes.
Well,
I mean, I necessarily think that abortion should be, here's the thing. A lot of women know if they're pregnant after 6 weeks. It does not, there's no fucking, yes, there's cryptic pregnancies, and yes, there's the example, and yes, there's the rule to the exception. But a lot of what you hear these people talk about is 9-month term abortions and then post-birth abortions. You heard the dude on the radio. Oh, well, we make the baby comfortable and ask the mother what she wants to do. That's kind of fucked up considering the baby's out of the mom and it's its own person.
I don't think any...
That's great and everything, but who cares about abortion?
What you just said.
Who cares about abortion?
Taking out a baby at 9 months and killing
I don't support it. I don't support it. I didn't say I supported it.
Okay, that's right.
Who cares?
Who cares about abortion? This is about Trump right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, but...
It's just, of course, this will be blamed on Biden supporters, and it's not going to be really important.
It was confirmed to be a Biden supporter.
Par, can you not wrap your head around the reality that your rhetoric can affect a mentally ill man and cause him to do things? So when you, as the President of the United States... You all understand this very well because you said it about Trump all the fucking time, so I know you understand it. When the president comes out and says half the fucking country are extremist, racist, they're going to vote for this guy, he's Hitler, he's going to implement this Project 2025 and put women in all this crazy shit they're saying, enslave the blacks and all this shit I be reading every day. Do you not understand that some crazy guy might take it very serious? And he might decide, I'm going to do something about this. That's what you had today.
That's nobody's fault.
Yes, it is. This is why the president is supposed to think about what he says.
You know, put this in perspective.
Okay, but
He is the president of every American, not just the Democrats. He has an obligation. He has an obligation to watch what he says. And when he's saying, hey, half the country's going to vote for this guy and he's Hitler, he's saying that half the country...
He never said he's Hitler.
Hell, he didn't. What are you talking about? You all been calling Trump Hitler? What are you talking? This is what I mean. You can't even be honest.
But Joe did? Joe did?
Yes, Joe did it at the debate. He did it at the debate. He said this guy thinks Hitler had a lot of good ideas. They're always comparing Trump to Hitler. Knock it off.
They're also comparing Trump to Putin by going, oh, well, Trump called Putin a genius when he invaded Ukraine. Not misrepresenting the fact that the only reason Putin invaded fucking Ukraine is because of our Afghanistan pullout and our show of weakness on a global level.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing about Trump. He's been around so long, everyone's been so hyper-fixated on him that when you hear that out of context quote, you know immediately what he said. You know he said something like this: Putin's a genius to do it now with Joe Biden in there and not me, because I would have never let it happen. I guarantee it's what he said, but you just take that little part out, the genius part. You don't put the full context that he's shitting on Biden. He's shitting on Biden.
How many months have we heard back to back that Trump's going to be the dictator in 2024 if he's reelected? He's going to be a dictator.
Yes, and you're right, because I did see a tweet. I saw a tweet by Joe Biden.
Exactly. So if you convince these crazy ass people that he's going to be a dictator, why wouldn't they try to kill him?
Yeah, like that's the thing though.
Okay.
Like
That's
they don't
a
have
fair
to come
point.
out.
This is y'all's fault. This is y'all's fault.
They don't have to come out and directly call Trump a fucking
Yes,
Nazi.
it's your fault.
For people to get the point of them calling Trump a dictator. Like they act like Trump's going to be the next Hitler. That's the thing to me. Like, they don't have to say it like that, and they're not going to, because they know how ridiculous it sounds. All they have to do is point the right people in the right direction.
Trump did say he nuked Moscow.
And there you fucking go. Oh, well, we're not going to say Trump's a fascist, and we're not going to say Trump's Hitler,
That's some
but we're going to say
shit.
Trump's going to be a dictator. People are.
Right, I don't agree. That was too far. I agree, because you're right. Joe Biden made a tweet this morning himself saying something along the lines of Trump wants to be a dictator, and he said this, that right when he swears under oath he's going to become a dictator. Biden tweeted that from his main account. So that's too far.
And now here, I'm going to explain that Trump quote here in a minute. When Trump said, I'm going to be a dictator on day one, if you look up the full excerpt from that statement, he was saying, I'm going to be a dictator on day one and get all of these illegals out of the country. That's what he said in reference to him being a dictator. He didn't say, oh, I'm going to get in and be a fucking dictator.
Well, then there needs to be some sort of regulation, and I don't know if Congress has to do something now, but there has to be some sort of fact-checking on what political candidates say about other political candidates. I mean, you shouldn't just be allowed to go on Twitter, because, I'm just generally speaking, and they both do this. I am not just talking about this, Joe Biden calling Trump a dictator and stuff like that. I mean, there has to be some sort of way to make sure that the public gets informed correctly. You know what I mean? So I think really that's the issue. That's what they have to solve.
They already tried doing that, but then it got exposed that a bunch of fucking Democrat firms were funding the fucking fact-checking and presenting it one way or another. And there were no charges brought against these people, because why would there be? They've already paid off everybody they need to worry about. I just don't understand.
All the time.
I don't understand the fucking viewpoint from the left where they want to sit there and say that Trump did this, Trump did that, oh, he's going to be a dictator, Project 2025. But everything I've ever looked up, and I'm a fucking unbiased person, I'm an independent. Everything I've looked up about these subjects in regards to Trump and Project 2025, Roe v. Wade, all Trump wants to do is leave it up to the states. And honestly, it should be up to the states. If you don't live in a fucking state that supports your reproductive rights, move to a different state. It's not going to be easy.
Then why have a national government? Why have Congress? Why have a president? If you just want states being their own little individual governments. Why have any kind
That's
of
how our founding fathers set it up, Par.
Read the
Do you
Constitution,
not
Paul.
understand? Do you not
But
understand
that's
that
how they-
before all 50 states, and actually there weren't 50 states, there were 13. You understand when the Constitution was written that all the states came together and said, we're only forming a national government to support us nationally, and everything that is up to the states needs to be up to the states? That's how it
Then they
was
made
for
a
the
Bill of
longest
Rights.
time.
Then they made a constitution.
There was already a Bill of fucking Rights when the oh my god, dude! I feel like I'm explaining 8th grade history to somebody who skipped class. Hold on.
Well, they started with the Articles of Confederation, and that was basically what you're talking about now. Very weak.
The Bill of Rights.
Very weak. Yeah, states' rights.
The Bill of Rights was proposed in 1789. That was fucking 14 years after the fucking direct Declaration of Independence.
Mm-hmm.
The anti-federalists were concerned that the Constitution would give too much power to the federal government, which is the same fucking problem we have right now. There's too much power in the federal government. They're overstepping state rights. Roe v. Wade was originally, when it was passed in the Supreme Court, supposed to be a state-by-state decision, not a national decision. So when it was overturned in the fucking Supreme Court previously, 2 years ago, there was a lot of misunderstanding when all the Supreme Court said was it should be up to the states.
So what do you think should be up to the states and not up to the states? I mean, that's what I want to know from you. Should be up to the states and not. Raven.
He's asleep.
The fuck? Raven.
He's asleep. Shh. We're
Give
taking
me a second.
We're taking a moment.
Like,
We're taking a moment to process the Democrat violence that we just witnessed.
It's one thing to say that the federal government has.
I mean, I'm kind of scared even talking to you. I'm kind of shaking.
Oh God.
I mean, you're a violent liberal.
Y'all are violent. Everyone's violent.
How am I violent?
Both sides are violent.
What have I done?
What was your question? Sorry. Fucking tired.
Violence have I done?
So, you think Roe v. Wade should be up to the states, but what laws should not be up to the states?
I think every law should be up to the states. It's the whole point of a democratic fucking.
So we shouldn't have. Okay. So we shouldn't have a constitution.
Oh
The
my
Constitution
God,
was
Par.
written to free us.
Par, go
from
read
oppression.
it. Go read the
I
Constitution.
don't understand what you're asking.
Go read it.
The Constitution was written as a signal of freedom between the 13 states in their official resignation from the British Empire. That's the whole point of the Constitution.
Should we have a Supreme Court?
You understand that all of these institutions were put in place to replace the British institutions. They're not
Yes, I
designed to be
understand.
perfect.
Par, do you understand there's an entire history and you can go study this and figure out why we have these things instead of being a retard?
You got to understand the whole point of all these systems America has invented were to combat the British systems of oppression that they faced in their time. I'm not saying that we face the same fucking systems of oppression, but in their
It's
time,
time to go read some history books, right?
you know, I'm autistic enough to go into the fucking 8-hour documentary on the Constitution and watch it and actually absorb it and analyze it in my fucking brain to understand that these systems that were written 300 fucking years ago in 1776, so not 300 years, but 236 years, they're not perfect. They're meant to be updated, and we're not going to update them correctly because we're humans, and humans are by nature and by design flawed fucking beings. That's why we have religion. Oh my God, I'm going down the rabbit hole. I'm just, yeah.
I mean, you just lost the election.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. We probably did.
I mean, think about Trump. Think about just a year ago how weak Trump looked. Think about it. And now look how strong he looks. Just like that, everything can change. A year ago, he looked like some old man. Hell, maybe he's going to have a hard time with DeSantis, like all these questions, and now look at him.
A year ago, he was fucking a weak old man, and now he's...
First those indictments, and now this. And the debate, it's just, man.
They had Trump on the ropes.
Now everyone's going to forget everything he ever did. All the sexual assault, all the...
But we all know that's fake. We don't believe any of that. It's not that we forget. We don't believe it.
Well, you don't believe it.
We don't believe it.
But...
What's there to believe when they've lied to us the entire time? They lied to us about Russiagate. They lied to us about the fucking...
Trump lies too.
They lied to us about the... it doesn't even matter if Trump lied.
Tell me one. Okay.
They lied.
Tell me Trump's lies. Tell me one. Don't Google it. Tell me one of Trump's lies. Tell me one of Trump's lies. It needs to be a good one too, because they all lie. But a serious lie, like something that really caused a problem, because a little tiny lie that didn't really lead to anything. Didn't cause no problems for the country. Who cares?
Like that Biden took money from Russia.
That wasn't a lie. Biden took money from Ukraine. He took money from specifically Burisma. And he took money, or actually, no, he didn't take money. He was withholding money, which is the same as taking money in terms of definition, to a Ukrainian firm because he wanted the prosecutor fired because his prosecutor was fucking looking into Hunter Biden's allegations about him being... The prosecutor was like, hey, why is your son on a board of a fuel energy fucking company when he has no experience, no knowledge, anything of the fucking company? Why is your son on the board? And then Biden withheld $1 million, or was it $1 billion or $1 million? I don't remember. I'll have to look it up. $1 million in aid unless the prosecutor was fired, unless they... Sounds an awful lot like a quid pro quo.
Is there a possibility of a Trump landslide now then, since this occurred, or...
Probably.
Because the support for him is huge now.
Probably. Give me one of Trump's lies, Par.
It's going to be a Trump landslide.
You see how you got nothing? Like, it's easy to spit this bullshit out all the time, but there really isn't anything when you think about it. What does he lie about all the time? Really think about it.
Alex Jones is saying they're going to try to kill Trump again.
He lied a lot in the 2020 debates about Biden.
You got to be specific, though.
Like that he wanted to end private health insurance, which he never did. I'm not good at recalling things, but that's what comes to mind.
I mean, it's not a very good example. Kind of feel like they do want to end private health insurance. Kind of feel like they want to do that.
This liberal bitch said they staged that and he bladed when they jumped on him. I'm familiar with his WWE shit.
Yeah, I seen that too.
I've watched too much WWE.
He bladed.
He acted like it was WWE.
Rogue was saying he had a bag and he slammed it on his head to bust the bag.
People are acting like that's the fucking Trump beating up Vince McMahon fucking segment.
Imagine how violent they're going to be when he wins.
Oh, they're going to have to lock his ass.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, Paul. You got to jump off the ship now. Get off that ship with these crazy people. They're going to drag you to the depths of hell. You don't want to be associated with these lunatics.
Another thing, Par, you gotta understand is you're white. You're white. You really think they're gonna think you're an ally? Really? You're an ally to them just because you support their cars?
Notice how it's all flipping, where it's like, now it's kind of cool to like Trump. The whole thing's flipping now, just as I said it would.
Cool to me.
Because Biden is so gay and lame. You mean just nobody can get behind Biden? I mean, that Harry kid. There's nothing cool about Harry. Who's even watching that?
Excited to vote for Joe still.
Oh, that Harry dude has the most punchable fucking face.
Look how cool Trump looks. Like, you understand that appeals to young kids and shit when they see this video of him getting shot and then being like,
Look, dude,
fuck
you're
y'all.
gonna vote for Biden in November.
Wait till he goes to UFC tonight.
He's gonna go to UFC with that.
Trump understands optics better than you people. He's
gonna go to UFC and fucking.
And you keep doing stuff to help him. Like, it's so funny. Like, you indict him. He understands how to spin the indictment to make himself look cool. He understands all this stuff very well.
Techie in the YouTube chat confirmed what
Par,
I said.
you gotta understand, Trump's been a cool motherfucker my whole life. So you all trying to pretend like he's some lame dude. It just doesn't, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna stick. Trump's always been like fucking hot blondes and shit my whole life. Trump used to call into the #1 radio show like every week and just shoot the shit about pussy and shit. You all ran this like psyop on the public to make them hate Trump, but now Biden is so bad and lame that people are just like, what the fuck? Like, why do I even hate Trump? And now y'all just keep making him look cool as fuck. And then people start to question, why I even hate the guy?
I wonder if Biden will die before the.
Because what the fuck have you Democrats done for anybody but make their life worse? You ain't done shit. You said you wanted power.
We saved the economy after the 2008.
You didn't. You fucked the economy up. It's your fault.
Bush, fuck that economy.
It's all your fault. Fuck Bush.
You remember?
He might as well be a liberal too at this point. Fuck him too.
Bush brought us to 2 wars. Fuck Bush.
You gotta understand that
he was a Republican.
Bush might as well be. Trump's a new Republican. You gotta understand the difference. People like Trump, they don't like Republicans. It's what you're missing. That's what you don't get. You can bring up Bush, and most people that like Trump don't even like Bush, so they're just going to agree with you. Like, yeah, fuck Bush. Trump didn't fuck the economy up. And Russia wasn't invading people. Russia has fucked with people on every other president except Trump. You can't. I told you this when Biden won. The contrast between the two is going to be so apparent. And once you get through the 4 years of Biden, like, it's going to be hard not to just see the clear difference. Biden has been so bad. He's so bad. And he can't even, like, talk his way out of it, you know what I'm saying? He can't even bullshit. Like, maybe if he was a younger man, he could bullshit us a little bit, but he can't even do that anymore. He's just gone. To be a politician, you have to have a level of bullshit. I mean, you have to be able to bullshit the public a little bit. You have to be able to get up there and talk and sell people on your policies. Biden ain't selling nobody on nothing. Would you buy a car from Joe Biden if he was trying to sell you a car? I mean, come on. Would you trust Biden if he was if you went into like get a surgery and he was the doctor, came in the room bumbling around and shit? Would you be like, hey, hit me with the anesthesia, put me under with him? But this is the way he was in 2020. He was exactly just like this. I mean, he's worse, obviously, but he was bad in 2020. Y'all voted for him anyway. Every time we showed y'all one of those videos, you said, well, you know, better than Trump, but it's not. Because you're not thinking long term. I mean, you could have just said fuck it, let Trump win 2020, and then you'd be done with Trump here in a few months. You'd be done with him.
Trump's going to UFC tonight. Did you guys know that?
Of course he is, because he understands optics. He understands politics and campaigning and selling himself. He just got shot at, so the next move is to immediately go to a large public gathering and stand there and be like, "Fuck them." That's the move. You're running to be the leader. A leader's got to be fearless. Trump gets it.
Hopefully this will get forgotten about after a week or two.
Nah, it won't. Trump won't let it be forgotten about. That's the thing. Y'all fucked up on this one.
What? Forgot about it in a week.
Y'all fucked up on this one.
Your mind, Par.
Y'all fucked up bad. But see, you got too many crazy. You got too many crazy motherfuckers over there. Like, you're capable of doing something like this. Any of you are. You're propagandized. You're brainwashed. You're ticking time bombs walking around. I mean, how can you spew this rhetoric all the time and then... I mean, honestly, this guy that did this, he believes the shit. He believes it. The rest of you guys are just saying this to win an election. This guy believes it, though. He really believes it. This is why I think it's so stupid that y'all push all this Hitler crap and all this shit, because y'all don't even believe it. But what it does is cause crazy people to act crazy and kill people. So now some innocent man in the crowd got killed today because y'all motherfuckers are nuts. It's really y'all's fault. Why else would this crazy fucking guy go try to kill Trump?
He could hate Trump for whatever reason. You can't
now,
just say
why do
because
you
of
think
our
he
rhetoric.
hates Trump? I wonder why he hates Trump.
He might
Because
just
you
personally not like
motherfuckers,
Trump.
because you motherfuckers push this bullshit. You've been
That's
pushing this
assumption,
bullshit.
though.
If this guy wins, he's going to put us in camps. He's going to kill us. He's going to do all this shit. Well, if you actually believe that, then why wouldn't you try to do something about it? We're going to find out how much of you all are crazy, because when he wins, if y'all get really violent, it's going to be like, damn, these people are nuts. I mean, nobody died on January 6th. No, they wasn't in there killing motherfuckers. Y'all gonna kill motherfuckers.
5 people died.
No.
Yes.
No cops died. Stop it. You can't. You gotta stop. You gotta
We
let.
already know the left is crazy anyway because of the 2020.
The only one that died was that Ashley Babbitt.
No, 5 people died. I swear, look it up.
No, only Ashley Babbitt.
Yes.
Raven, look it up. Get the facts for this guy. Pull the New York Times up or something like you did the other day.
What am I looking up?
How many people died on January 6th?
I got the hiccups.
5.
I can't really talk
I
right now.
promise it was 5.
What am I looking up?
How many people died on January 6th?
Alright, give me a second.
The real number. Not a cop shot himself 3 days later or some bullshit. Enough.
What? I don't know where he fucking got it. He just picked it up. Oh my god, he's fine.
And isn't that a little suspect that shit happens and then all these cops a couple days later kill themselves? You don't find that a little suspect? I mean, you motherfuckers are theorizing that Trump had a guy shoot him. You're able to theorize about that. But you can't theorize about the possibility of something like that. Like that they killed these cops because maybe they knew some shit they shouldn't have known. Nah, that's not a possibility in this highly political event. No.
So do they cancel the convention now?
Fuck no, Trump ain't canceling shit. Trump's going to the UFC tonight.
No, they're not. He's going to UFC, yeah. No. Raven, did you look it up?
They'll try to kill him again. I bet you.
Give me just a second. Hold on.
The thing is Republicans have backups. So it doesn't help the Democrats to kill Trump. It would only cause Republicans to rally together around somebody else. What other choice do they have? That's why Obama and all these motherfuckers are coming out denouncing this. They know how bad it is. But, once again, the rhetoric will just keep going. They'll learn nothing from it.
Would Trump denounce Biden getting shot at?
Yes. Because Trump understands optics. Trump understands it doesn't make him look good to be like, yeah, he denounced January 6th. If it makes him look bad, he's immediately going to say, oh, I don't agree with that. He denounced, that's why he denounced Project 2025. Because it had nothing to do with it, and he knew they were using it to make him look bad, and he was like, what the fuck?
All right. Google reports within 36 hours, 5 people died. 1 was shot by Capitol Police. Another died by a drug overdose.
Oh, no, that
now,
don't count.
here's where it gets interesting. Of the 5 people who died, one was of the 5 people who died, one was Ashley Babbitt, which we all know she was shot by Capitol Police. The drug overdose was connected to a police officer who was working that night, and the 4 other, so that's 2 out of the 3. The 3 other officers, because this mentions 4, but it doesn't include the dude who died from the drug overdose. The 4 officers who responded to the attack died by suicide within 7 months.
Damn.
So you got 1 was Ashley Babbitt, who was confirmed killed at the Capitol.
Trump tweeted on Truth Social.
So it was a Trump supporter who died, and then 4 police officers who were there that night. 4 of which died from a fucking suicide. But they're saying 1 died from a drug overdose, so that's the 4. They're ruling one of the suicides as a drug overdose, is what that means. Here's my...
So why are they counted as deaths then?
Because they're suicides. That's why they're counted as deaths.
No, but why are they counted as deaths for January 6th?
Because their deaths are related to January 6th. I don't know what that's...
So they killed themselves? So they killed themselves because it was a traumatic event or something? But why is that attributed to January 6th? That's not just...
Well, that's what Google says.
A man killed himself.
Because it's a bunch of propaganda to make January 6th seem worse than it is.
That's totally weird.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. How many times do you bet the government has killed people and doomed it as suicide when they've had knowledge on
Every
the
day.
inside of what actually happened? It's all the time. Now, it's very well possibly that these people had that happen to them where they were killed by the government because they knew too much. It's been documented before. It's not hard to look up and find. Now, it doesn't happen to normal day people because they're just looking up information. They can't go around and do that.
Here's what Trump tweeted or posted on True Social. He's got a hole in his ear.
Read it for us.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, I just posted it on the Discord.
Read it aloud for the class.
I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all the law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through my skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless
Oh
him.
my God. Well, that confirms it. The bullet that grazed him.
Yeah.
Damn.
You was in,
I posted it on Discord.
you was in here trying to lie and say it was a piece of glass that flew across.
I was reporting what was being said.
Who told you that? But who told you that?
Twitter sources.
Who on Twitter said it? Daniel Dale?
Someone. I don't remember. CNN maybe.
Joy Reid? You didn't use any critical thinking, though. Think about it. You thought that a bullet hit a piece of glass and it flew and hit Trump's ear and went, slice his ear open. I mean, come on.
The teleprompter. The teleprompter.
Come
Oh my
on.
God. Glass can fly 70 feet from where the teleprompter.
Now, you know why you did that? You know why you believed it? Because you hate Donald Trump and you're trying to, like, lessen this in any way you can to make it not seem that big of a deal. Oh, he wasn't hit by a bullet. He was hit by the glass.
It's actually fucking insane, dude.
This is the result of you have a deep hatred for a guy you've never met.
Now, Bar, you have to understand, on terms of political moments in history, this is going to be talked about in the historical textbooks from like 100 years from now.
Oh,
You're going to be this. No, this is on the level of the JFK assassination.
No, it's not, because he's not current president.
Yes,
no, it's not.
No, yes, it is. You don't understand.
It's not the same level. I do understand.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I think Smokey will agree. It is.
No.
In terms of historical value, it's on the same fucking level. Because
no, it's not.
Yes, it is, because he was a former president. Just because
but he's
JFK
not the current president.
Just because JFK was president does not mean how many presidents do you read about in history that have only been documented because of the shit they've done after they were president? You don't know. I do. Theodore Roosevelt, after he was president, was credited for the National Parks Act, which restored much of the national parks of America and credited them with a sanctuary status where they were not allowed to be fucked with. He did that when he was president, but it wasn't attributed to him until after he was president.
Right, but it doesn't matter. It's not an assassination attempt on a president. It's on a form.
It is, Paul. You sound dumb.
That is still an example you asked for, though.
So if someone tried to kill George Bush, it'd be same level.
If someone tried to kill Barack Obama, would you say that?
Someone tried to kill Theodore Roosevelt. You know what happened? They shot him in the chest and his Bible blocked the fucking bullet. Look it up. Look, I'm not lying. Look it up.
I just don't think it's anywhere near the same level. I mean, JFK died.
Look at Abraham Lincoln. He got shot in the back of the head.
This is not even close to Abraham Lincoln. Don't even try to compare the two.
I'm still right.
No, Raven, I'm sorry, you are wrong. This is a big deal. This is a historical moment. No one is disputing that, but it is not on the same level of an actual president getting assassinated.
But how am I wrong?
It's just another Saturday in America.
How am I wrong, though?
Because you just are.
Explain it.
It's true. I mean, it's opinions and.
Explain it, Matthew.
Explain it. I'm just asking for an explanation. It's not hard. I've given you explanations all day.
Well, we're also saying things like in 50 years this is going to be in the textbooks. We can't figure that out till then. So.
Well, you want to know how I know that?
I don't know.
Because shit from 50 years ago was in the textbook. Civil Rights Act. That was about 50 years ago. Yeah, it's 2020. That was about 60, 50 years ago.
You think this is anywhere close to the Civil Rights Act?
Not comparing the two, but I'm saying it on documentation that shit from 50 to 60 years ago, whether it was important or not at the time, is documented.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't have the fucking conceptual IQ to understand what I'm saying. I get it. But
I just don't agree with you. No, I get what you're saying. I just don't agree with that.
But you can't refute what I'm saying.
I don't know how to factually refute what you're saying.
You can't, though, because I'm right. You can't disagree with what I'm saying because I'm factually right.
Okay, bud.
Okay, well, yeah, it's okay, bud, but prove I'm wrong. It's not hard. If what you believe is true, not hard to disprove me.
You know how many memes Trump is going to make about this? I mean, it is not going to be a serious historical event in a few weeks. It's just not. Like, the dude's fine. He lived.
Okay.
If this was Biden,
He's fine, bro. He took a bullet.
if this was Biden, he'd be like, "This is a
normal campaign event. It's a normal rally."
I already know if this was like a MAGA supporter who did this to Biden at one of his rallies, they'd be trying to lock every Trump supporter up.
That might happen next. Who knows?
Who knows?
Man, you got liberals out here defending Trump. I thought I'd never see the day. John Cooper over here. John Cooper defending Trump. Wow. I'm shocked.
So, did the bullet enter him or did it graze him?
He say he got a hole in it there.
Shot him in the ear.
So the bullet...
I'm looking up information about it now. Hold on.
John Cooper. Wow. I'm shocked.
If Trump would have died tonight, Parr would be, he'd be excited. You're disappointed you didn't kill him.
Like, if Trump died tonight, that would probably be the powder keg to the Civil War.
Yeah, no, definitely. That would be worst case scenario. Because what would happen is...
You'd have people rioting for... You'd have Republicans rioting for the first time in history, and then it would be bad. Because we're used to...
Who would the RNC even nominate? Like, what would happen to the RNC?
Not even that, dude. You would have liberals...
Well, I'm just curious.
CVS and shit. Republicans would fucking do some actual shit.
Probably nominate DeSantis. I mean, or Nikki Haley, one of them, so...
God, that would be nuts.
I don't know, dude.
Imagine he died on camera like that while talking. Like, just not even, like, the effects. Like, just him dying on camera.
We know you wanted to see that. We know, right?
Okay.
God protected Trump tonight. You wanted proof of God, that's proof of God. You just need to go watch that. Because, you know, I've been looking at shit that's like a centimeter or an inch from his skull. If it hit a little bit higher, he would be dead. You can't tell me there's not a God if that happened.
He's lucky.
Well, no, you think of the odds of everybody who's been shot in the head before. You're telling me by miraculous standards, by just happen chance, a centimeter off, it didn't kill him?
Well, what does that also depend on the skill of the shooter? The shooter was clearly not.
Water hasn't come on.
The shooter was on a rooftop with a vantage point. How easier does it get?
Well, then he was shitty. He was probably a shitty shooter. Amateur.
I mean, that's what you're not understanding. Like, there's definite proof that God exists, and that's one of the signs among many.
Okay.
I mean, you just want to disagree. You can't.
You're talking out of your ass. Making leaps and conclusions that aren't proper.
Disprove me.
It is much more likely that the shooter was just crazy, amateur, probably not well trained with the gun, probably hasn't practiced a lot, and he just was in over his head. Not, because some external force that we can't even prove exists. But I say it exists because the odds of something like this are so slim. That's a faulty way of thinking, my friend. So you got to think logically.
They're saying the head of the Secret Service should resign. He failed.
Yeah, it goes back to my point. Thank you. What did I say an hour ago? This is a security failure. That's what I said.
Well, you know, with these rallies, they're going to be fucking way more strict now. They're going to be full of shit. They're going to have to go through metal detectors and everything.
They're already talking about fucking secure rallies where they're going to be fucking waving people down.
They're going to have to. They got no choice now. Oh, shit. And they're probably going to do inside. They're probably not going to do outside rallies no more.
See, now is Trump's perfect chance to, like, not do rallies and just go with they tried to kill me.
No. He's going to do rallies. Rallies are not ending. They're not changing.
That's his character, dude. Like, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna stand up strong and be like, they tried to kill me, but I'm not gonna hide. He's gonna benefit off it.
I agree.
Man, it's crazy. Don't you love how great this country is?
Like, I saw that shit pop up on my timeline, and I was like, oh, no way, that's fake.
Yeah, I just ate dinner, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was like, that's an AI deep fake. I don't believe it. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, shit, that's real. Fucking insane, dude. Like, history repeats itself.
Man, his hair is fucked up. God damn.
Send a picture of it. Send a picture of it.
Hold
on. Where's the picture of the year?
Someone got a...
Put it in the Discord.
Right there.
Send it in the Discord.
Just did.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
That blood's on your hands, Par.
Huh?
That's on your hands, Par, that blood.
See, he cut himself with a razor blade, obviously. I mean, look at that. Obviously, you can do that in like 2 seconds of diving down onto a stage.
This is just crazy. Well, thank God he didn't die. Jesus. Thank God. I feel like maybe Mike Pence would have to run.
Mike Pence? They had to vote for DeSantis or probably Haley, I mean... Unless Trump picked a... see, if he would have picked a VP and then he died, you know. He hasn't picked a VP yet.
Hello?
It's the police.
I thought you were dead, dude. You were in a Discord for like 24 hours, no response.
Yeah, I'm still alive. Been alive for a while. I'll be Italian. How are you guys doing? Okay?
We're scared. We're scared right now.
I can't. You gotta get close to your mic, dude. I can't hear you. You got a family back. Well, please turn it off.
You got a family. What do you say?
A fan. I thought he said a fan.
It's probably fucking hot, Par.
We got Fannie Willis in the background.
Climate change.
Like fucking 88 right now.
I still can't. It's just your mic quality sucks. I have a shitty webcam because my other one's gone, so I have to use an old one. Director just came through. I can't wait to take a video when I vote in October.
Here, read the Secret Service. Someone read the Secret Service statement here. I'm going to post it.
Read it.
During former President Trump's campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, on the evening of July 13th at approximately 6:15 p.m., a suspected shooter fired multiple shots toward the stage from an elevated position outside of the rally venue. U.S. Secret Service personnel neutralized the shooter with protective measures, and former president is safe. The spectators were critically injured. The incident is currently under investigation, and the Secret Service has formally notified the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Signed, Anthony Google me, Chief of Communications. There you go.
How come Maxine Waters hasn't said nothing yet?
Dude, they don't care, dude.
Maxine.
Yo, Raven. Look what I'm about to send in the Discord. Look at that pic. Look at that fucking... Like, zoom in on that scene. Oh, God. Imagine losing that much blood.
It's on your hands. Look at your hands. Covered in it.
That's a false flag. That's, no. That's blood from, like...
Your hands covered in that man's blood. It was just some Trump supporter. He probably didn't even wear a mask during COVID, so fuck him, right?
He probably didn't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm gonna make history.
I mean, you all...
Damn. Who was the guy that shot him? We gotta know the profile.
Y'all been saying all these MAGA people need to die. Well, you shouldn't even be. One dies, and now you want us to think you feel sorry for him. It don't add up to the rhetoric.
Now's the time to be mature and come together.
No, you can't. You can't wish for motherfuckers to die all the time, and then when they die, act like you're sad.
Your side is just as capable of doing something like that.
I mean, look at that. Look at some of the shit they post about Trump. Look at this shit. Look at that. Type of shit they post.
You call for this type of stuff all the time, though. I don't.
Look at that. Look at that. That's the media. That's the shit they post.
Like, someone's gonna see that, and if they're like enough of a schizo, they're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I need to stop Donald Trump."
Biden posts tons of stuff about. I'm sorry, Trump posts a ton of stuff about Biden's age.
But here's the thing: you don't ever see it. You don't ever see a fucking Trump supporter do this at a Biden rally. You don't. It's never happened. It's never happened.
I'm sure security has to take care of people.
It's a little different from shooting at a fucking presidential candidate.
Because it was a security failure.
That's not really a security failure. Dude, you're trying to defend something that's indefensible.
No, there is usually pretty top-notch security. I've been to a Biden rally before. Top-notch. I mean, it's like they basically do pat you down. I mean, you have to walk through a metal.
They tried to kill Trump. They set him up. They left that rooftop open for that guy. I bet we find out this guy was under FBI surveillance. Like they always are.
So, Ray, you got to stop with this whole philosophical, high-level view on this. This is a very simple answer, and that's failure and security. Why can't you acknowledge that? Why can't you say that?
I don't know what he said, but I don't know what he said. I don't know what he thinks. I don't even think he knows what he said either.
Why can't you acknowledge that you caused this? People like you. And the things you say every day.
No one caused it. Bad security did.
No.
Well, dude, I already know for a fucking fact that if this shit happened to Biden, Parr would be in here.
Oh, he'd be having a meltdown. He'd be calling for our execution.
Oh my god.
No, I would not. Don't put words in my mouth.
Yes, you would, Parr. You've done it before.
Words in my mouth, he says, as we already have an interpreted pattern.
You've done it before, Parr. You've called for my death many times.
Never have.
You said
I remember when you got hit by that car, and he was like, "Oh shit, there you go, that's karma, Smokey," and disappeared for like 2 years.
You said I should be executed by the military. I don't remember.
Lies.
Not lies. Said if I didn't wear a mask, I should be executed if I came out of my house.
You know, and then what? We find out like 3 months ago that masks weren't effective and it was made up anyway. Imagine that. The same government institutions that you're supposed to trust are lying to you and then expect you to trust them after you've got them lying. Kind of sounds like an abusive relationship. But you got people like Parr that just go, "Oh, it's fine, I trust the government."
I do trust the government.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Well, you're allowed to have that opinion, Par.
What the?
It's the government. We have fire departments, police departments,
Oh,
hospitals,
brother.
all because of a government.
Brother.
All because we have a government. So I do trust the government. It's a very vague statement, though, because...
Oh, God.
Yeah, the same government that'll, never mind, I don't care. I'm tired. It's too tiring.
Autistic people, when they get tired, they can't just back well.
I focus better than you do on a 24-hour basis, Part.
Bro,
You still haven't refuted anything I've said. You won't, because you can't.
Where's Ricky Perez? Because he said he wanted to have a debate about this too. So.
4 months away. Shit.
I thought Ricky's jar was wired shut, so he couldn't talk.
I think so. What the fuck? What do you think the electoral outcome is going to be, Raven? How many electoral votes do you think Trump will get?
Give me just a moment. I gotta pull up polls and figure that shit in.
Let's go to 270 and win it. That's the best way to do it. You can do your own math.
I think Trump's going to get 284.
All he needs is Wisconsin. He just needs one of those three: Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. He just needs one of the three, and he wins. That's all he needs. Assuming he flips Arizona and Georgia, which he probably will.
Yeah, he will.
So he just needs one of the three, and that's all he needs.
Yeah, Smokey, you should start talking again.
I'm about to get
What do you
off.
think's going on?
I think you're all crazy, and you'll kill us all.
I think we're both going to kill each other. I think it will be a very mutual civil war. And I think both sides are going to be extremely terrible. And I think you guys are also going to do horrible shit. So...
Par, would you join Antifa?
Paul, you just tried to kill the president.
Let's wait for the facts to come out. Let's wait for all of them to come out before we start saying, you guys did this, and it's because of this, before we start, making all these absolutes. We need to know the facts. What if it was some dude, like, we just did it for some completely different reason, or, we just don't know the background on the person yet. I
predict Biden will get 215 electoral votes, and Donald Trump will get 284.
Wait, Biden will get how many?
215. So it'll be 215 to 284.
That doesn't add up.
Okay.
I promise you. You're missing electoral votes, so either Trump gets more or Biden gets more.
You do understand that most of the electoral votes don't count.
He's calling you retarded, Raven.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't understand that.
He's being.
He doesn't understand that.
He's patronizing you, essentially.
He doesn't understand that most of the electoral votes that people focus on in primary candidates.
Doesn't matter. Give the correct outcome. You gave a stupid outcome that didn't make sense. That outcome's not possible. Give the correct statistical out. Give the correct prediction. There are, I think, 538 electoral votes.
Anyway, he doesn't understand that most of the presidential candidates focus on key districts.
Oh my God.
Key states. That's why people don't figure in the other electoral votes. Yeah, sure. I'm going to go ahead and research this in depth because, Carr's too lazy to do it himself.
No, it's just stupid. Like, I asked you to give an electoral college vote outcome. You go, get ready for the team. Like, that's not even possible. Like, my God.
This is what the map's looking like right now. For the.
Send me it.
I'm posting it right now.
So far, the current prediction map is Trump getting 251.
That's right now. 258.
Yeah. So the one Larson pulled up is more accurate, but the one I'm
That
looking
still
at
doesn't add up to. So you haven't clicked on all the states. But I guess it's because those are the battleground states.
Yeah, those are really the only four that are kind of.
I think Pennsylvania will go Biden, but I think the other three will go Trump. So. Yeah.
Yeah, the one I'm looking at right now is Trump gets 219, Biden gets 198, and then the toss-up is 121. So far it's looking like Trump is winning by...
Trump will win. And Paul will be in here crying. And I hope his worst nightmares come true.
Yeah.